Looks like we're going to Thebes.
Come, open your heart.
Finally ended up getting a new Kingdom Hearts 3 screenshot, but on top of that, we also got some pretty interesting information along with that screenshot. I'll show the picture up right now on screen, and immediately you'll see Sora fighting in his guard form, fighting a brand new Heartless in the Olympus Coliseum world. I'm not sure if this is going to be a new boss or if this is going to be kind of just a new enemy type. Given the health bar, I'm really hoping that this is either a new type and this is like separated into maybe different parts of a Heartless, much like the guard armor or something else like that. Because that health bar is pretty pathetic, I must say that. That is completely short. Yeah, I'm just gonna say that right now. We can also see a massive improvement in the attention to detail in the environment to the Heartless, and even Sora himself, his pants, his jacket, have very nice attention to detail, and it's showing the stitching, the way that the jacket bends, with the wind and everything. It looks amazing. The last thing I want to talk about in the screenshot itself is Sora's heads-up display icon looks 10 times better than the last time we saw it, which I believe was the Jump Festa trailer we got 2 years ago in 2015. So, yeah, I definitely say it looks a lot better than last time, because the Jump Festa one, he did look a little off. I would say it was because probably the lighting that they did with it, because this is more of a 3D model than a 2D model, like an art rendition of Sora, like before in previous games. So now let's go on into the information side. All the pieces of information that I'm about to list all come from KH13. So if you want to see everything to full detail, or stuff that I may have reiterated in my first part of the section, then you can go over there to read the full article that they made. But this is the first thing that they talked about that is new information. Additionally, one of the command menu slots displays the word Link, possibly as part of this new transformation, which I could see could be the possibility, but there's many other things of what this new command Link could do, and don't try to get twisted. And this does, there was a link function in Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance where you're able to link with your Dream Eaters to do party attacks for one Dream Eater in specific, or in both, if you have both the link gauges to the max for each Dream Eater. So I highly doubt that this is anything to do with Dream Drop Distance. This might be a completely different function. They just might have it under the name Link. And it could be just a placeholder name. It could change into something else later down the line. And like I said, it could be something to deal with the drive forms, with guard form and power form, but we don't know enough information to fully disclose on that. So yeah, that's kind of left up in the air, but it could pertain something to do with this transformation through guard form and power form. But you know, we'll have to see what goes on later this year, if there's going to be any more clarification with that. Next up is that no new trailer is confirmed at this moment. Only the screenshot was shown at the presentation, which I kind of figured this was more an event of him talking about it than well, at the event he talked more about it and only showed the screenshot. So more than likely, I doubted there was going to be a trailer. Again, I've never really heard of this event that Tetsuya Nomura went to. So yeah. But one thing to note is that they have done similar things like this in the past. Most recent, one of the more later years in 2015 with the Jump Festa trailer, they did the exact same thing with showing a couple screenshots of Kingdom Hearts 3, which was, actually it was one screenshot of Kingdom Hearts 3 with Sora, Donald, and Goofy on the Astro Blaster ride in that trailer, but it was just a screenshot at that time. And of course they had other screenshots with 2.8, which was the screenshot of Riku, Kairi, and Mickey, and I don't remember the other screen. I think there might have been one other screenshot. Or actually, no, it might have been just those two screenshots. Now that I think about it, it's been a long time since I've looked at those screenshots. But I do know that like once they showed those two screenshots, a little later down the line, I don't remember if it was like a month or 2 months ahead of time, or later down the line. Then they showed the Jump Festa trailer that disclosed everything that the screenshots represented, with Riku, Kairi, and Mickey, and showing Sora in the Astro Blaster ride in motion. So they could possibly do the same exact thing with this. With right now, they showed a screenshot of Sora fighting this new Heartless in his guard form, and probably like maybe March, during the anniversary for Kingdom Hearts, they could possibly show a new trailer. And I think Jump Festa is supposed to come out really soon. I don't remember exactly when Jump Festa comes out. I'll probably do a little research before this video comes out, and I'll put a little thing right here showing the dates for Jump Festa. And plus, people still tend to forget that the winter announcements could still be a thing. A lot of people just kind of brush that off, saying, "Oh no, it's gone. It's not going to happen." But it still can. It's just not a lot of people seem to get that. When I looked it up, March 20th, at least from my time, that's when winter ends. For Japan, I'm not sure when that's going to happen. It's either going to be like probably March 21st or March 19th, or it could end on the exact same day, just different time periods. But I think Japan is like a day ahead of my time period, so I think it would probably be like maybe the 19th. I don't exactly know time zones. I still need to work on learning some time zone times, but still, it could still happen with the winter announcements. Could be this. It's just that 2.8 kind of got more closer into releasing, and then we just kind of had to be pushed back on the Kingdom Hearts 3 news until, say, until the anniversary date, or close to the anniversary date. And plus, that could have been their plan all along. They could have just planned to release this news until it was the anniversary or even closer. So that's kind of my disclosure on that. But the last thing that I was able to bring up in this article was Nomura stated the screenshot takes place in the city of Thebes. If you don't know, if you've never watched Hercules in a Day of Your Life, the city of Thebes was a locale in the Disney Hercules film, and that's primarily where a lot of things tend to happen in the film. That was where Hercules made his mark as a hero. That's where a lot of people knew him from. The city of Thebes was a kind of like a city of thieves. It was pretty much a place that didn't have a lot of good luck. It was a place where earthquakes happened, where floods happened, where riots, thievery, crime rate. There's a lot of things that happened in the city of Thebes, and that's where Hercules kind of made his mark and took that to his own advantage, being that it's one of the more larger cities in Greece in the film that had a lot of crime rate. So yeah, if you've never really seen Hercules in a Day of Your Life, it's a place from the actual film, and I'm super excited that they did this, because in Birth by Sleep, they didn't touch upon the city at all. All they did was like a little square like near the city, and that really was a really depressing thing. I really would like to explore the city part in the Hercules film, because it is a massive place, and with Kingdom Hearts 3, we're finally going to be able to do that. I'm just so excited, because it was like one of my favorite things about the film. Of course, that was where a lot of things happened in the film anyway, but I just want to see how big is this world going to be, because now that we have the confirmation of the city of Thebes with Mount Olympus and even Olympus itself, how big is this world going to be? And we kind of got a kind of glimpse of how massive worlds can be in Kingdom Hearts 3 with 0.2 Birth by Sleep, being from how Aqua comes from point A to point B from each world with no cuts. There's no load times, and it was just kind of almost seamless. There was a few like cuts here and there where it was black screened, but it wasn't like a very large majority load time, and it wasn't sectioned off into rooms. So I'm really excited to see how it kind of flows everything into Kingdom Hearts 3, how massive these worlds are going to be, and I can't wait to see more of the city of Thebes. But more into this point of the section of the article, alongside with the announcement that this is the city of Thebes that Sora's in, the Keyblade can transform into a lot of things excuse me. When in power form, it can change into a chariot. This actually was very eye-catching, because before in the E3 2015 trailer, I think it was, in 2015, we saw Sora able to transform the Keyblade into the Lightning Chariot in Traverse Town, but the problem that I'm seeing here is that, one, he wasn't in power form, and two, he was in his regular outfit, his standard Kingdom Hearts 3 outfit, so I'm not sure if they changed this kind of idea around, saying that, oh, you can only use the chariot in power form. And again, how it would change from power form into the chariot, I'm not sure. When we saw it first originally, the chariot, we saw a glimpse of the shield, just a small glimpse of the shield, but of course it was very not, I'm trying to see how I could word this, it was, not to say detailed, it was detailed at its time, but it wasn't as improved as it was, and just kind of in motion. But other than that, I'm just kind of questioning on what was kind of the change in this, how you can actually change the power form weapon into the chariot from a hammer to a chariot, but this could be mistranslated. It could be guard form he's talking about, how you can go to guard form and then turn it into a chariot. Again, we'll have to see what unfolds later down the line. If it gets changed, I'll make that little update later down the line. But other than that, that's really all that there was with this information. Of course, everything else before the command menu part of the article, everything else I kind of talked about was already kind of iterated through talking about the screenshot with the new Heartless, with the shield and everything. But yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm really excited to see if there's going to be a trailer probably in March. I'm really banking on it, because really after 2.8 there's really nothing left other than 1.5 and 2.5, but really I don't see the biggest reason to market it a lot, because we already have these games on PS3. Yes, I do know that they would have to market the game for PS4. That makes a lot of sense, because if it doesn't market well, it's more than likely it's not going to sell well. But really, once 1.5 and 2.5 gets out and about on PS4, really, what else is there? It's time to bank on some Kingdom Hearts information, and I would not be surprised if next month we get a new Kingdom Hearts 3 trailer that coincides with this screenshot that we have seen with Sora in the city of Thebes. But other than that, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about the screenshot in the comments down below, and be sure to thumbs up the video. Be sure to like, favorite, share, and subscribe. And I will see you all next time. This is Master 100 signing out. Next time. See you, everybody. Have an awesome day.